Today, I'm going to be giving you a full tour, front to back walkthrough of my new bass boat. All right, today we're doing the full tour, the front to back walkthrough of my entire boat. My new boat. All right, so I kind of clickbaited you guys with the title in the intro. For those of you that have been riding with me, you may have noticed that this is Junebug. It's still Junebug, it's the same boat. However, I feel like I wasn't being entirely dishonest because I've made a lot of upgrades to the boat. I've put some money into the boat. I've upgraded and outfitted her with some new stuff. And quite honestly, it does feel like a whole new boat to me. I've made some drastic improvements and I can't wait to show you guys everything that I've done to the boat. You probably saw the trolling motor video. You know, we got the new trolling motor up front, but that's not all. And I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I've got going on with the boat now. Everything that I'm running, all the graphs, batteries, tackle, lockers, everything from front to back, top to bottom on my 2020 Skeeter ZX250 bass boat. Junebug is going down today. We're gonna check it all out, and I appreciate you guys for tuning in really quick. If you like bass boats, hit that like button. Take a second, do the thing, subscribe to the channel. Let's roll through this sucker, front to back, top to bottom. I got her shined up nice and bright, glistening like a diamond in the moonlight. I mean, honestly, it looks like a 2026 model to me. She's showroom crispy right now, at least on the outside. The inside's still a little bit dirty, but we're gonna get into the boat. I'm gonna show you guys everything. Where should we start? At the front or at the back? We might as well do the trolling motor first. So if you watched my last video, you know that I just upgraded the trolling motor to the new Minn Kota QUEST. And this thing right here alone made old JB feel like a brand new boat. I mean, this thing is incredible. Go watch the on the water test if you want to see the full breakdown of the trolling motor, all the capabilities and how it performs out there on the water. That's one video back here on the channel, but man, upgrading the trolling motor, it just made the fishability and the time on the water so much more enjoyable. So specs on the motor really quick: 52-inch shaft, 115 pounds of thrust. I'm running Garmin forward-facing sonar. Got the LVS 34 transducer, and it came with two props. This is like the power, the speed prop. It also has a grass prop for cutting through the hydrilla. We'll test that out at some point, but I got the one to go fast prop on there right now. Man, I freaking love this thing. By the way, I named my boat Junebug, even though it's not exactly Junebug colors. The boat's name is Junebug. So if you hear me referring to my Skeeter as JB, now you know why. But the Quest trolling motor, insane upgrade. Absolutely love it. So while we're up here on the front, I'll go ahead and tell you guys about the graphs that I'm running up here on the deck of the boat. This is the Garmin 126 SV Ultra that I use for all my forward-facing sonar, and that's practically all I use it for. I don't ever mess with the mapping or anything else that this thing does. It's on the LiveScope all the time. And then below that, I have a Humminbird Helix 9, and I actually have a Helix 12 on hand as a spare. I'll talk more about that later in the video, and I've been considering putting it up here, but there's one little issue, and like I said, we'll touch on that in a little bit. I'm not sure what kind of mount this is. It's the mount that was on the boat when I bought it, but it's freaking rock solid. And all the wiring in the boat, I'll just touch on the wiring really quick. I've rewired the entire boat with 8-gauge wire, front to back, all the electronics repowered. My boy Ty, shout outs to my friend Ty. We did a video a long time ago on the boat where we rewired all the electronics and put new batteries in the boat. We'll check out the batteries here in a minute, but Garmin 12 up front, Humminbird Helix 9 down below that. New trolling motor, cable, routed a little bit differently. Love that. That's the front of the boat. That's the layout. I got the little GPS puck up here, the whatever, the heading sensor or the whatever this thing is called. I don't even know if that works. It's there. It's wired in, but man, the front of the boat, this is where, you know, this is the office. This is where all the work is done. This is where I spend 95+% of my time up here on the casting deck. And I finally got it rigged up like I have always wanted. Like there's not much more I could ask for. You know, a lot of guys running 2 LiveScope transducers, 12 screens, big screen TVs, you watching the Super Bowl out there while you're fishing. You know, that's just not my style. The 12-inch Garmin is enough for me. It's plenty. I can see it just fine. I can see what I'm doing just fine. No issue with the 12-inch Garmin. I feel blessed and grateful to have this setup, and the LVS 34 transducer combined with the new wiring gives me an incredible picture. I can see my bait out to 100 feet out. Is that, yeah, like 100 feet out, I can see a little giblet. So that's all I need. Helix 9 up here, basically just use this for mapping. I do have a 2D chirp sonar transducer in the trolling motor, but I never even look at that thing, man. I'm like a power fisherman, bank beater, going down, making casts, fishing with, you know, instincts primarily. I'm not even a scoper, you know. This fishing has changed a lot, but I just continually find myself going back to my roots. So honestly, when it comes to electronics up here on the front, this is more than enough for me, and it gets the job done, and I never feel like I'm missing something by just having a 12-inch LiveScope screen or a Helix 9 up here. So there's the front of the boat. Minn Kota QUEST, Garmin, Humminbird Helix, rocking and rolling. Let's keep it moving. So I know you guys probably want to see in the lockers. Should we go ahead and do that now? We'll take a break from the actual boat stuff, and we'll take a peek at some tackle. I'll show you guys how I have my lockers set up, how I have all my baits stored and arranged in the boat. Let's get that little freaking piece of dirt out of here. I got the deer rolling up. What's up? Let's feed some deer really quick. Really quick deer feeding break, and then we're gonna jump right back into the boat tour. What's up, guys? Y'all hungry? Come on, come on. Show you guys what's up. I'll have these deer right up here in the driveway in about 12.6 seconds. This is how we do it. Here they come. It's my deer friends right here, my deer homies, my deer friends. What's up, guys? How's everybody doing today? The big dog right there rolling with the pack. Antlers coming in nice, I see. Good looking dude, good looking dude. All the ladies. Anyways, back to the boat. Texas Hill Country is a magical place. Every day the deer come through and say hi to me. Obviously they just want the corn, they're animals, they don't care about me really, but it's a magical place, and I'm blessed to have my dear friends come through and say hi to me every day. But let's jump up into the boat. It's a good looking boat. It's a good looking freaking boat, man. Honestly, it feels new. I'm gonna tell you guys why it feels even more new in just a minute here, aside from the new Quest trolling motor. But let's jump off into these lockers, man. I think I'm just gonna open up every door and let you guys get a peek at how I'm doing things. All right, so here it is, guys. To be honest with you, it looks like a lot. It is a lot, but this is actually a lighter load than I'm used to typically carrying in my boat. Give you guys one more quick glance at it right here. So I want to give a quick shout out to 6th Sense Fishing and Waterland for helping us do what we do. They put a lot of energy behind me in this channel, so you're going to see a lot of 6th Sense products in this boat. But there are a lot of other products in here that I believe in and use. But the bait bags, 6th Sense bait bags, their storage unmatched. This right here, fun fact about this little guy. See this color scheme? This is my own signature color scheme of the bait view bag from 6th Sense Fishing. It's called the heater. So you guys can check that out on 6thsensefishing.com. Punch in that JR10 for the win, secure the heater, save the bread. 10% off your entire order. Please send me a screenshot if you use my JR10 code so that I can give you a shout out on my social medias and say thank you guys publicly for helping us do what we do. Without you, without the JR10 army, none of this goes down. We got to sell the boat. So thank you guys so much for the support. But the bait view and the bait zip bags, they really help me keep this boat lined out, organized, so that I can have quick access to everything that I need out there on the water. I have all my hard boxes in the center labeled with the Dymo printer I use to just label whatever baits are in each box. Over here in this locker, I got the rods. Shout out to the 6th Sense rod sleeves, best rod sleeves in the game. And then over here on this side, I have all my finesse stuff and everything that's still in the package. All my confidence baits that are still brand new that I keep in the boat in case I need to crack something out of the pack real quick. I also have my swim baits, a big crankbait box over there to the side. There's a lot of stuff going on in here. Extremely blessed to have all this tackle. You guys may be familiar with the tackle wall. If you watch my videos where I shoot in the garage, I have a lot of stuff in the garage and I have a lot of stuff in the boat. But there's the lockers, loaded down, but organized, cleanliness, quick access. That was what I was going for. And I know it looks like a lot, and it is a lot, but trust me, I used to have a lot more in here. This year, I took a lot of stuff out of the boat to make it just more streamlined. And I feel like a lot of us, we carry more than we actually need. You know, your instinct is to put the entire tackle shop in there, but I've kind of lightened the load a little bit this year, and it's been working out great for me. Shout outs to 6 Sense Fishing, man. All right, we're gonna skip the middle here just for now, and we're gonna move on to the back. We're gonna talk about the best boat motor ever made. Might as well, right? First off, you can see here, I got 8-foot power poles, 8-foot poles on this boat. Let me jump down. Yo. All right. 8-foot poles on the boat. I'll be honest with you guys. It's getting hot out here already. Woo! The power poles, man, they're amazing. I can't imagine boating life without my poles, but dude, these things, they just decide when they want to work and when they don't want to work. And I do not know what it is. I have everything wired properly. I have plenty of power, and sometimes they just don't want to go down or up. They'll just be like, nah. And then I'll fidget with them for a minute, and then they'll come up. It's like, I don't know, they have a mind of their own. And Power Pole's always been super responsive, great company, great people over there. If something goes out, if something goes wrong, they are quick to respond and quick to get you fixed up and back on the water. I've dealt with them a couple times. But man, everything is not, they're not broken. Everything is in working order until all of a sudden these things just decide that they don't want to be in working order for, sometimes it seems the most like unideal moments. They'll be like, yeah, you need to beach the boat, wake boats everywhere, waves crashing everywhere, and you want to hold the boat in place real quick so you can back the trailer down. We're not going to work right now. It's just so strange. And then all of a sudden they'll start working again. Like I guarantee you, if I flip the switch on right now and hit the button, they will work right here in the driveway, no problem. I could test them for an hour and they'll go up and down, no problem. But it's almost like once we get out there on the water, they just slow down. They'll slow down, and I don't know, sometimes I'll have to start the boat and then they'll come up. Like I said, I know I have plenty of power. We're going to talk about the power in the boat and what's providing that here in just a second, because I did a massive upgrade here on the channel a while back, and I love, it's probably the best upgrade that I've ever done to the boat in addition to the Quest trolling motor. But power poles, man, can be super frustrating, but I love them, and ultimately could not imagine not having them on my boat. Oh, really quick, you can see I got the DD26 steering stops right here. I got the DD26 transom support, and up there on the front on the trolling motor, I got the DD26 cable wrap. So little shout outs to them. They make good stuff, no affiliation whatsoever. But back to the best boat motor ever made, the mighty Yamaha SHO VMAX 4-stroke, 250 horsepower, absolute powerhouse. Love this motor, never gives me a lick of trouble. All I do is change the oil, do the maintenance. She's good to go. That is top tier reliability right there. Freaking love that motor. Best boat motor ever made. I got Slide Master jack plates, manual jack plate. I got it set where this boat will run in pristine prime conditions, 74.4 miles per hour top speed. I don't need to go any faster. It's dialed, it's set where it needs to be. So that's what's up with the back of the boat. 8-foot poles, Yamaha Show 250, and I love it. One more time, just take a look at JB. I mean, let's take a little step back and appreciate this incredible freaking boat, dude. Oh, trailer's dirty, but the boat is clean. Back here in the back lockers, I have like all the non-glamorous stuff. We'll take a peek. Tools, machete, fire extinguisher, little power bank, stuff like that. Nothing too exciting. And the other side, I just got my life vest and my throwable and a couple extra little pieces of gear like a rain jacket. That's pretty much it. Live wells, nothing to see there. Pretty self-explanatory. But back here in this one, something really important. So I touched on a minute ago rewiring the entire boat and upgrading the power, and I upgraded every battery in the boat to ionic lithiums. I got 3 50 amp hour 12 volt trolling motor batteries, and I have one 125 amp hour 12 volt battery for the big motor and all my electronics. And let me tell you, no issue. Ionic lithiums, absolute insane upgrade. I never have to worry about power on the lake, and I freaking love them. Got them all wired in perfectly by my boy Ty, direct into all the power. Everything runs as it should. I have insane crisp clarity on my graphs. I freaking love my ionic lithiums. They actually lightened up the boat and made it go even faster. A lot of people say taking the weight of the lead acid batteries out of the back of their Skeeter makes them run slower. That did not happen to me. That was not my personal experience. JB picked up a mile an hour or 2 even when I put the lithiums in here. I got the 4-bank ionic lithium charger, and these batteries in this charger, they do work. Ooh, it's getting toasty. I'm starting to drip, so we're gonna wrap this up here. Oh, let me jump back up in the boat really quick and touch on one thing. Back in the console area, this is where we're gonna finish out the video. I did this upgrade right here, the Skeeter cooler lid upgrade. I don't know that they'll still sell you the parts to do this yourself, but I did a video, it's here on the channel, where I took out the old seat back and the old crappy old school style Skeeter cooler lid, and I installed the FXR style cooler lid and seat back. Freaking love this upgrade. It changes the entire look and layout of the seating area of the boat, gives it that modern feel, and just makes the cooler lid actually work. And this is one of the coolest little upgrades that I've ever done to my boat. Freaking love my cooler lid. The old cooler lids, they always broke, and mine were no different. It broke, so got it upgraded. Cup holders here. I really love the look of the newer boats where they have it all molded in, but this is as good as it gets for me right now, and it works. So there's that. Also, down here you see this drawer. This is from Amped Marine, the step drawer from Amped Marine. Love that. Keep my scales in here, sunscreen. I throw my wallet and my keys in here. A couple little tools, things that I might need, extra sunglasses. Gotta have your squares on deck, dog. And I just love the step drawer from Amped Marine. Took my boat to Amped Marine in Kingsland, and they did that install, the measurement install, created the products right in front of me. That video is also here on the channel. We got a lot of cool stuff on the channel. I don't know if you guys are subscribed. If you watch my older videos, maybe you should go check those out. But yeah, also Amped Marine in here in the cooler, this cooler tray keeps your snacks, your water bottles all kind of separated and divided to where you can put certain things in certain places instead of just having one big open area. Put your sandwiches, your snack packs, your water bottles, and your soda pops all in there in certain areas. Keep it divided. And that's a really cool product from Amped Marine as well. But the step drawer, that's where it's at. All right, now we're gonna move over here to the cockpit. I'm gonna tell you guys about the newest upgrade to the boat. Let me hop down one more time. I'm gonna talk about this right here. You heard me mention earlier that I had a 12-inch graph that I could potentially throw up on the front of the boat. My old 12-inch Helix started bubbling around the edges, and it's the warranty is expired. And Humminbird wants like $700, $800 just to repair it. And I was like, dude, if I'm gonna spend $700 or $800, I'm gonna spend a little bit more, and I'm gonna upgrade to the Helix 15. So that's what I've done here. Now I know they have the Solix and they have the new Apex out now, but for me, I know how to work the Helix. It's what I'm comfortable with, and it's also what I could afford. So I went with the Helix 15, just upgraded this. Had to do a little metal work, a little customization on the mount. Had to slice it up a little bit, widen it, reposition it, re-drill, re-bolt, remount, but it worked great, turned out perfectly, and the Helix 15 is a big upgrade. I've been out on the water with it already, and I freaking love it. Now I want to talk about what's inside here. I also run the Lake Master Premium mapping card, which is, I mean, that's a game changer. The Lake Master Premium cards, they give you such an incredible mapping image. And the Helix 15, bigger visibility. I lowered the mount just a little bit so that I still had a good view of the lake. I could see where I was running. Big upgrades to the boat this year. Got the new Quest. I got my LiveScope dialed. I got the ionic lithium batteries. I got the Humminbird Helix 15. Maybe I'll pay to get that 12 repaired and put it up there on the front, and then we'll have an even bigger Helix on the front of the boat. But that right there, my friends, let's get this back on here. That right there is my boat, guys. That is pretty much the full walkthrough. Boat's clean, trailer's dirty. What do you want from me? I mean, that is it, front to back, everything that's in the boat, from the trolling motor to the 250 show on the back and everything in between. If you guys have any specific questions, if I missed anything, let me know down in the comments. Freaking love my boat, man. My new boat, my new old boat, whatever you want to call it, man. 2020 Skeeter ZX250, in my opinion, the best looking boat and the best riding boat that Skeeter has ever made. Yeah, the new boats have the wider deck a little bit redesigned, but for me, and just my opinion on the matter, you know, I've been in the new Skeeters, driven them, ridden in them, fished out of them, but when it comes to overall everything, the aesthetics, I love the look of the older Skeeters, man. The older Skeeter graphic and body style, that's just my preference. I prefer it over the new Skeeters. That's just what it is. Would I like to have a new boat? Sure, but I don't got 90 grand. I can't go buy a new boat every season. So this right here is my new old boat, my 2020 Skeeter ZX250 Junebug, aka JB, and I hope you enjoyed this tour of her. But that's about all I got for you today. That about does it. That about wraps her on up. So I'm gonna say goodbye for now, and I will see you on the next one.